Richard Branson is an English business tycoon and philanthropist who owns the Virgin Group. Starting with Virgin Records, the Virgin Group has had more than 400 companies under its umbrella to date. A serial entrepreneur, Branson has led an extraordinary life full of ups and downs. He has embraced his moments of success and struggle, and with his indefatigable spirit, he has turned his failures into stepping stones for success. So, this is the story of the rise and fall of Richard Branson. So grab your seats, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. Branson always had an entrepreneurial streak in him and a knack for making money. He could eye an opportunity where there was none and make it into a successful business. The iconic Virgin Records was his first venture, with its humble beginnings as a record shop in Oxfordshire, England. Eventually, his efforts in music led him to establish Virgin Atlantic and bring all his companies under the umbrella of Virgin Group. And today, at the age of 73, he is going strong and continues to expand his more than 50-year-old legacy. Early life. Richard Branson was born Richard Charles Nicholas Branson in 1950 in Surrey, England, to Edward James Branson and Eve Branson. As a child, he did not fare well in school. Because of his dyslexia, Branson was always struggling to keep up in school. He went from Skatecliff School to the Stowe School, a boarding school in Buckinghamshire, England. At 16, he decided to drop out for good. This socially unconventional move led him to establish Student, a youth culture magazine for students. Student's first issue came out in 1966 and sold $8,000 in advertising and 50,000 copies released for free. Making Virgin Records. One entrepreneurial idea led to another. His residence in a London commune entrenched him in the British music scene. This led to the birth of Virgin, a mail-order company that provided his magazine's funding. Eventually, the company did more than just fund his magazine. The company's earnings also enabled Branson to open a record shop in Oxford Street, London. Virgin Records signed Mike Oldfield as the first artist back in 1973. Oldfield's song, Tubular Bells, topped the UK charts for a staggering 247 weeks. The stunning success of the very first artist that Virgin Records signed clearly shows Branson's knack for spotting talent. This success led to more record deals with now iconic artists such as the Rolling Stones, Sex Pistols, and Culture Club. These bands catapulted Virgin Records among the top record companies worldwide. Achievements and failures. Virgin Records, however, was only able to sustain its success for so long. Financial struggles added up by 1992, and the company was having problems just staying afloat. The next year, Branson had to sell it to Thorn EMI for $1 billion. Prior to this setback, however, Branson added two travel companies under his belt, the Voyager Group and Virgin Atlantic. His first store in Oxford Street eventually multiplied into a series of Virgin megastores. Selling Virgin Records wasn't easy for Branson. It was mentally traumatic. There were reports of him crying after signing the contract. However, he did not let the loss stop him from pursuing other achievements in the music business. In the same year of the sale, he opened Virgin Radio. 3 years later, he was able to establish V2, his second record company that signed on artists like Tom Jones and Powderfinger. Apart from having to sell Virgin Records, Branson also suffered from other business failures such as Virgin Cola, Virgin Cosmetics, and Virgin Brides. All these ventures might have shut down, but they truly demonstrate the unstoppable spirit of strive Branson has. Never for a moment did he go into his shell. Rather, he learned from every single failure of his and used it as a stepping stone to future success. Part of Branson's success is his ability to see the obvious. He looks for the problem, the frustration, and a better way to do things. He isn't an inventor, but finds better, simpler, cheaper ways to do everyday things. His goal seems to be simple: give more people more access to more things, whether that be through charities and foundations or giving customers what they want. Branson is living proof no matter how young you are or what your challenges may be, you can succeed in whatever you put your mind to. Branson diversified his businesses and added an airline, Virgin Atlantic, in 1984. He leased his first 747 to fly from New York to Gatwick, making Virgin Atlantic compete against British Airways. His other big firms include Virgin Media, Virgin Money, and even Virgin Trains. All his companies fall under the Virgin Group, which includes more than 200 companies spread throughout the world. Countries such as Canada, Australia, the US, and parts of Asia, Europe, and South Africa. Branson is looking further into the future with his latest investment in Hyperloop One, a company building high-speed transport and cargo pods that move at 250 miles per hour. In order to achieve this incredible speed, magnetic levitation moves the pods on top of a track, resulting in airline speeds that let the pods move over long distances. Philanthropy. Branson's incredible journey isn't just about creating wealth, but also about putting it to worthy causes. Branson believes in giving back to society. He started his first charity when he was just 17. Branson has been a regular philanthropist to educational charities working in African countries. Further, he has pledged $3 billion in the next 10 years to address the burning issue of global warming. Whenever Virgin Galactic is likely to send non-astronauts into space, Branson's story proves that relentless efforts, learning from mistakes, constantly discovering oneself, and perseverance lead to the grand success and progress of individuals and society. His spirit also shows how past mistakes are just more reasons to move on and venture into new achievements. In the words of Richard Branson, "Do not be embarrassed by your failures. Learn from them and start again." And that's precisely what he's done throughout his career. So there you have it, the rise and fall of Richard Branson. A story of ambition, resilience, and the roller coaster ride of entrepreneurship. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of a true icon. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories. Thanks for watching.